Hello everybody, Dr. Darok here, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Let's Play Blightfall. Now on today's episode, we've been doing Botania recently. A lot of Botania, a little bit of Thaumcraft. Sorry, I stuttered. So we've been doing a lot of Botania recently, a little bit of Thaumcraft, okay? But today we're going to switch things up a little bit. I've got a Botania goal that I'm trying to accomplish with this, but we're actually going to need some machines and power, okay? So in order to make this happen, I've actually been, hang on, where's my quest book? I need some blaze rods, and I've been doing the machine bag reward as well, okay? Now, as you can see, I've got a few blaze rods here. I've used, oh goodness, probably 100. Yeah, over 100 mission outlook on these so far, okay, off camera. Now, I've done a lot off camera, okay, and basically what we're doing today is we're getting some power, okay, and we're gonna make a Pulverizer if need be. As you can see, the mana pool over here is doing quite well. The mana pool from my underground hydrangeas farm, okay. And I'm quite proud of how well that's doing, so I'm probably going to upgrade it with more hydrangeas sometime soon. I'm probably not going to do that this episode, though. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 5 machine bags here, 5 reward machine bags, and we're going to open those up, see what we can get from them. Okay, so there's a hardened portable tank, there's another rancher, there's a hardened energy cell, a reinforced portable tank, and 6 single-use safari nets. Okay, so I did not at all get what I was looking for. That is disappointing. However, that's okay. I'll just have to make it, which means that I'm going to have to spend a little bit more time on it than I originally anticipated. I was really hoping that I could get it from that. That would have been really nice, after all. Let's go ahead and pop that endo flame in there. Anyways, the current goal is to make Terrestrial and thus a portal to Alfheim and thus unlock the next tier of Botania abilities. Alright, and that should not be too difficult to accomplish. However, in order to make it happen, there are a few things we're going to have to do. Alright, so let's see here. Get rid of this rancher. So I've got plenty of these resonant machine frames, which I think maybe I could end up using. I've got lots of power in some energy cells that I have now. As you can see, that's got 2 million redstone flux. These each have 400,000. So all of these energy cells are full of redstone flux, which is a good thing. However, I am going to have to make a Pulverizer, which is going to require me to make a machine frame of some sort. Now, let's see here. What about the hardened machine frame? Oh, so I've got to start with the basic machine frame one way or the other. Okay, which that's not that bad. Anyways, so let's see here. I want to make a gear of some sort. Where's basic? Oh, there we go. Perfect. So we're going to make a tin gear, which is just going to require 4 tin ingots and an iron ingot. Okay, now I don't think I've got any tin processed as tin. Have I? Let's find out. Tin. Nope. Oops. TI8N? Block of steel, no. Tin ingot. Oh, 4 tin ingots. Wow. Hey, what kind of madness is this that I have exactly what I'm looking for in the first chest that I look for it? Guys, how uncharacteristic is that? Seriously. Okay, so with these materials, I'm going to be able to, without any issues, make myself, boom, just like this, a tin gear. However, we're not done yet. Okay, I'm gonna come over here to my Tinker's Construct Smeltery. What have I got in here? Angmalin, Promethium, Infused Scolium, Black Steel, Oriclase, Astral Silver. Okay, so basically, I want this to go a little bit more smoothly. Okay, so the way I'm gonna make that happen, do I have anything in here that's gonna combine with my gold? I don't think I have. Okay, well, Oh well, let's risk it. I'm fairly confident that nothing in here combines with gold. Possibly astral silver, but I don't think so. So we're gonna melt down this gold here, and I'm gonna make a cast for the gears. Okay, because there is such a thing, gear cast. As you can see, boom, just like that. Now, I'm hoping that that's actually going to save me materials in the end, and is going to mean that I don't actually need iron in order to make my gears. However, you know, who knows whether that's going to be the case or not. You know what? While we're at it, what kind of gears can I make? Iron, gold, copper, tin, silver, lead, ferrous, shiny, mana infused. That's unlikely. Really? Electrum, Invar, Tinker's alloy. Really? Signalum, Lumium, and Derium. Now, are half of these used for anything? Well, it looks like some of them are. Anyways. Okay. Invar gear. Okay. Electrum. Okay. Mana infused gear is useless. Shiny gear is useless. Ferrous gear is useless. It looks like. Yeah. Ferrous gear. These gears are useless. Tin gear, though, not useless. Okay. How can I make a tin gear? Let's check the recipes again. That is 576 millibuckets. I do believe that is 4 ingots worth of tin will make the tin gear. So I do not need iron any longer in order to make gears. Okay, and that is useful. So why don't I see, is there any tin in here? I have got tin. Okay, but before I put that in the smeltery, why don't I check and make sure it doesn't alloy with anything that's in there currently. So tin and silver and glowstone, tin and copper. Okay, yeah. So it looks like I should be good on the tin. Okay, so why don't I just put all of that in there? Because why not? And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and make this basic machine frame, which is just like this. I'm going to need 4 iron ingots. I'm going to need 4 glass and my tin gear. So come up here, grab some iron ingots. Come over here. Now, this glass should work, I think. Wait. Let's double check this. Hang on. Because it looked to me like I almost needed something else. Okay, that's regular glass. Any sort of glass should work. Okay, good. So hopefully this glass should work, because I've been given a little tip that all of the extra utilities glass does indeed count as regular glass for crafting purposes. So there we go. I've made a basic machine frame. All right. And we are just moving along, aren't we? So before I do anything else with that, why don't I go ahead and, woo, nice, get some research points. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And now, with my basic machine frame, I should be able to make a, what was it called? Pulverizer. Okay, so, and basically the reason I'm making the pulverizer and doing all this stuff now is because I would like to have a higher efficiency output of my blaze rods into blaze powder. Okay, I want to get the most bang for my buck out of my blaze rods, and hopefully this will make that happen. Okay, in the meantime, I am going to come back in here. We're going to request one more machine, as expensive as it is, and another blaze rod, and let's see if we can get anything cool from this machine bag. Hardened machine frame. Okay, very cool. So, let's see. I have a chest somewhere, don't I? Yes, I do. So I'm going to expand my machine chest just slightly here, and put in my basic machine frame, my hardened energy cell. Okay, these things are going to go in there. And one of my hardened machine frames. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use this hardened machine frame. Now, the hardened machine frame is easy to make. Oops, I moved my stuff around when I pressed R. It's just an electrum gear and Invar ingots combined with the machine frame, but I don't really feel like making another, seeing as I just got some for free. Now, of course, there is over here a Resonant machine frame, 4 of them. In fact, I've got Resonant machine frames, but I don't really want to use those yet. I'd rather save those for higher tier machines, more complicated machines. Okay, so I just want to do a test here. I've got 24 ingots in there of tin. Here goes. There's 576. There we go. I created another tin gear and used 4 ingots worth of tin. Okay, so that seems to work just fine. The other gears should work just the same way. So now I've got an easier way to produce gears, thanks to Tinker's Construct, than I had previously. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to do... sorry, I'm a little phlegmy over here. I've been less and less sick over the last week or so, but I'm still, like, fighting the very end of it. I mean... Sometimes that standard human rhinovirus that causes the common cold, it just fights and fights until the very end, doesn't it? If anyone has any experiences getting colds recently, and you want to agree with me on that, go right ahead and leave an agreement in the comment section below. For example, yes, Dr. Darroch, I know exactly what you mean. Everybody hates the cold. And getting colds, so just stop talking about it, okay? Goodness, sorry, silly me. Okay, so, in order to make the rest of my pulverizer here, I'm gonna need some copper gears, flint, a piston, and redstone reception coil. Now, the redstone reception coil is really easy to make, but those copper gears, they're slightly problematic. Okay, so I'm gonna take my tin here and do this. There we go. And I'll be left with 2 ingots worth of tin, which I'm gonna turn into an ingot cast like this. Okay, boom, and boom. Okay, tin, rin tin. What? Anyways, yeah, so there we go. I've produced plenty of tin now. What gear? Did I say copper? Yes, copper gear. Okay, so let's find the copper. I've got plenty. I'm gonna need 8 worth, so that's 4 ores. Okay, I'm just gonna put the rest back in here, shall I? Also, in between episodes, while I was testing to make sure that this was going to work, which initially it didn't. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time keeping track of who's leaving me tips these days because I've been so busy. Like, I'm reading comments, you know, on the day in between, like, recording videos or whatever, and then I don't remember by the time I record who actually left me a tip. But you know who you are out there, and I'm sure that you will continue leaving awesome, helpful tips because you're awesome. Anyways, if you take a look here, if I put up the chunk borders with the F9 key, one more time, there we go. So if I put up the chunk borders, you can see that there's a chunk right here, okay, which is very convenient for me because that happens to include most of my mana production that's underground. In fact, all of my hydrangees and mana production things are right in there, except for the 2 sets of hydrangees that are here and I think here. Okay? However, what I had done before was assumed that this went in 8 blocks in each direction as opposed to simply loading the chunk that it's in. Okay, and that was totally incorrect. Initially, I spent a lot of time with my game open somewhere else to test it, and I gained almost no mana because basically my hydrangees filled up and then were unable to put mana into the unloaded mana spreader that is below this mana pool, and they were therefore totally unable to transfer any of the mana that they produce out of them. So they would just fill up with mana. When I would come back, it would load, and yeah, so it was bad. I had to move that from here over there, and now everything works just fine. And as you'll notice, yeah, I'm getting quite a lot of mana from that. It's very, very effective. Okay. So yeah, let's see here. I'm working on copper, aren't I? But yeah, this is working really well, and hopefully that means that next episode we'll be able to make all the Terrestrial that I need, and we'll be able to successfully create the portal to Alfheim. Let me get rid of these annoying grid things. Okay, there we go. Oh my, excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, so as soon as I've created these gears, okay, the next thing I can make is a redstone reception coil, and that's going to require 1 gold ingot and 2 bits of redstone. So I'll come over here, grab some redstone, okay, put this stuff right in here like this, and there's the redstone reception coil. The other thing, I'm going to need 2 flint and a piston. Now, I've got some pistons laying around somewhere. I'm just not certain where they are. There. Perfect. And I've collected those from villages because they spawn inside of the Tinker's Construct villager houses. Okay, so that was easy, basically. Hello? I hear spider. Ah! Ugh. Okay. Well, I don't like those guys, but that's okay because he can't do anything to me. Haha. I also need 2 pieces of flint. Oh, and it appears I've only got 1. So how about I find a way to make flint? Grind stone, gravel into flint. That doesn't seem to work. 3 gravel into 1 flint. Okay, that'll work. I can do that. I only need 3. There we go. Here's another. Okay, just like this. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I've turned my gravel into flint. I now have everything I need in order to create my pulverizer. However, I do believe that I don't quite have what I need to power it. Although I do have a... although I have this hardened energy cell, which is full of redstone flux. You know what? I've got some animal bags sitting here. Why don't I just open these? Why not? Okay, that looks like a chicken. That looks like a pig. What is this? What kind of spawn egg is that? Minecraft. Is that an iron golem or something? Hello? I don't know. Oh well. That's alright. I'm not worried about it right now. Distractions. Sorry, guys. I always get distracted. Okay, so I have my hardened energy cell, but I need something that can actually extract the energy. Something like a... what is it? Transmission? No, it's redstone. Let's just say redstone. Is that... Come on. I'm having a total brain fart right now. Redstone energy flux duct. That's not what I'm looking for. But it's close. Maybe transfers redstone flux. Oh, flux duct. Are they called flux ducts? Flicks. Flicks and chill? Nope. Flux plated fluid duct. No. Leadstone flux duct. There it is. Hardened flux duct. Leadstone flux duct. Okay, so how do I make these? Okay, so I can make 6 of those with redstone, lead, and glass. And then the hardened one, I need to take 3 of the leadstone, an invar, 3 more redstone, and that'll make that. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Oops. That's not what I meant to do at all. Can I actually harvest this? If I harvest this, does it lose all the redstone flux? I hope it doesn't. Okay, good. Whew, boy. Well, that was risky. I didn't really know whether that would work or not. Okay, so lead. I need lead ingots, which I don't think I have any right now. Lead. Is there lead in here? Have I manufactured lead? Lead. No. Okay. No lead in there. But there should be lead in here. Okay, very good. And I need 2 to make 6, which is going to be all I need. So let's just put the lead into here. Hopefully that doesn't alloy with anything, does it? No, it can't do. It shouldn't. Anyways, uses for lead. No, it does not alloy with anything, so I'm totally safe to put that in my smeltery. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to wait for that. And in the meantime, I don't know, talk about my job? It's been busy lately. That's the end of the discussion. I might have a little bit lower energy level than I normally do, and that is because my job is just draining me. And not in a bad way. I mean, it's very fulfilling. I definitely enjoy my job quite a lot, and I don't have any problem doing it. I'm very good at what I do. That's the other thing. But yeah, it is not the easiest thing in the world. And it's not physically draining. It's mentally draining. It is mentally exhausting, as a matter of fact. I mean, I have to put every ounce of my troubleshooting skills to work every single day. There's no question about that. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ha! I said buts. But yeah, you know, hey, in the end, it's all worth it because you gotta make that dough. Boo-boo. You gotta make that dough. What? Okay, so here is the stuff for the thing. And we're gonna do the thing. Okay, so there we go. I've made the stuff. I'm lagging right now. I'm having the lags. Okay. I'm gonna have to pause here for just a moment. And I'll be right back. Okay, well, I don't know if that's gonna fix it or not, but I'm just gonna continue. So the next thing I need to do is get some invar. And what else was the other thing? Hang on. Flux duct. Okay, so I'm gonna need some redstone and some invar. 6 redstone, 2 invar. Okay, so I've already got some invar in here somewhere. There we go. So let's go ahead and grab 2 invar. Let's come over here. Ugh. I don't know what's going on right now. This is so bad. There is a system process that is taking up all of my disk usage right now. And I don't know what it is. Every time this happens, I can never fix it, except for to completely restart my computer. Thanks, Windows 10. You're amazing. You're just great. Windows 10 is obviously the best decision I ever made to upgrade to Windows 10. Yeah, it's super convenient in all sorts of ways, but then I get this crap when I'm doing stuff that's important to me. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, well, whatever. Hey, here we go. Here's 3 of these. Here's 3 of these. Here's these guys. I've made the hardened flux duct. Okay, so hang on. I've got to do something about this lag. It's really bad. Okay, guys, so here goes nothing. All right, we're going to go ahead and place these things in the world, see if they work. Hopefully they do, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, in order to do this, I think I'm going to go to Biodome Beta. Oh, yay, that's great. Love that. I always love when that happens. So, yeah, but now that we're in Biodome Beta, all I've got to do is place my Pulverizer down in the world. Lag like crazy, of course, obviously. I think, if I remember correctly, which side is a power input? I can't do this right now. I can't do this. You know, here's the thing with this, okay? It's so bad because as soon as I turn off fraps, the system process that is preventing fraps from writing to the hard disk at the good speed, it returns to basically no disk usage. So I don't understand what's causing it. It's really not making me happy. But hey, you know, whatever. I guess that's just how it works sometimes. So is that the power? Yeah, that's the power, right? Or is that the power? Oh, come on. Come on. It'll just connect to any side? Are you kidding me with this right now? You're kidding me with this, right? I'm not sure which input I need for power. Okay. So that apparently is not the input that I need for power. Okay. Or is that the wrong input? Oh, nope, that won't do it. That's for sure. That's not quite right. I feel like blue is output. And, like, maybe red is in... Oh, hello. What? Okay. So, I guess it's this. There we go. Okay, good. So, my pulverizer is powered. Okay. Now all I've got to do is grab all of my blaze rods, which I should have brought with me. But I failed to do that in the first place. Grab my blaze rods. Okay. And now, after all of this work, I will get doubled output on my blaze rods. 4 blaze powder per blaze rod rather than 2. So here goes nothing. That's it. How magical is that? How amazing. Now what about this sulfur? Can I use that for anything? Leadstone flux, capacitor, pyrotheum dust. Not too much. Not too much. In fact, I believe I've found sulfur out in the world already. But there we go. I've got 32 blaze powder, and now we can make something else. It's called a spark. Okay. And, basically, we're not gonna make it until next time. Oh, pixie dust. I need pixie dust for this. Okay. So, apparently... Anyways, yeah, I need blaze powder, and mana petals, and gold nuggets, and that makes a spark. We're gonna do that next time. And then we're going to take those sparks and use them to power some terrestrial agglomeration plates. Well, a terrestrial agglomeration plate. So, just like this, which I've got to make like this, and then I've got to put on a, like, checkerboard grid of lapis lazuli block and stuff, and then we can make Terrestrial, and then we can take that Terrestrial and we can make all sorts of other complicated stuff, and then 2 mana pools that I'm going to have to fill up with a whole bunch of mana, and then we can activate the portal. So that's going to be a fun time. It's probably going to take the next 2 or 3 episodes to do all of that, although I might be able to accomplish it in a shorter period of time. But yeah, so that is today's episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at DocMinesALot, and yeah, maybe I'll start posting some behind-the-scenes stuff on Twitter that you don't get to see anywhere else. And I'm glad that the video is over now, because this stupid thing is happening again, and I don't understand what it is or why it's happening. It seems to be like some sort of memory leak that is really, really, really troublesome. Okay, but yeah, I guess it's time for me to go, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.